Shalom, everyone. Peace for those who love peace, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. I hope you can hear me very well. Let me know if you have any problem to be able to hear me. I decided to come online. I was in church actually, and we had some Bible study. So we discuss, some topics. There wasn't actually no topic in specifically. People have questions, and like each one of those who they are in the church have his own question. And always I notice that always the questions reflect each one of those people problems in life. And I notice that all the questions, it doesn't matter what it is, it ends with the weeds. So I decided to talk about it today. The funny that some of those who attend the church today, they said they asked those questions and always they did not get a satisfied answer. And when I asked them, like, you are expecting satisfied answer from whom? They said from the church, the minister, the priest. And then I asked, when the priest himself have a question, he should ask who? They were like silence. I said, don't you know that the priest himself, possibly he himself have a questions? And he himself, he have issues in life and he have problems. So when you come to the church and you ask questions, you expect the priest to give you the answer, because you always think about someone else to think for you. There is someone else he knows better than you. So you decide not to think and not to search and not to look. It's like when somebody is a teenage or a child, he is hungry, he go to mom. He say, is the food ready? I want to eat. But maybe the mother herself is hungry. So I have a conversation with the people in the church today, and I was able to help them to think the way they think about questions, how the questions come to our mind, and why we always expect somebody to answer the question for us. When the question is difficult, the difficulty will put me under stress. So I say, okay, I'm not going to stress myself. I'm going to ask somebody else to stress for me. I'm not saying, by the way, that asking somebody else the question is a bad thing. But when we depend in everything we do on somebody else, that will be a problem. The priest, he was in the church, he allowed me actually, I never met him before. But he never heard of me before too. I did not even say I'm a Christian Prince. I was just sitting with everybody, like, discussing with them, sharing together as a Christian family. Then the priest himself, he said, I never thought about it such a way. Thank you. I said, it's just, little thing. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. But then the whole conversation become about, not about how to, who's going to answer the question, like who's going to help me to answer the question. The whole conversation become is how I can find the question and the answer. Because sometimes we do not even know what the question is. Like we might come with a question, but it's not really the question we are, which is making us, let us say, unhappy. Sometimes even we don't dare to ask the real question because we are afraid of somebody will judge us, somebody will put you down, will look at you down, you know. So there's many things prevent you from asking um, some questions, or maybe many, or maybe all, because some they grow up in a family and maybe they are not, let us say, successful children in the family. So the whole family put them down, like, you know, you are the stupid one. You are not the one. Just shut up, you know. So you have a person who grew up, he's always put down, and then this person, when he have a question, not only he don't dare to share his opinion, he don't dare even to ask the question. So his ignorance grow, and then because people they treat him in a certain way, they put him down. So he is convinced very much that he cannot answer any question, and he is not even capable of making a question. Happy Independent Day. All right, my friend. I think the most important day in our life, and when you are independent from deception, not necessarily a flag day. And that can be other issue. How we can actually, we are talking about how we can find the answer and how we can even find the question. And this is about independent. I always rely in somebody else to give me the answer. And usually, this somebody else is someone, he have a title, you know, like somebody, uh, you know, he's a priest, bishop, somebody supposedly he study a lot, he read a lot. You will see a person who have a mental issue. He go to a specialist, and this specialist supposedly he study the human physiology and you know whatever, like how a human being think. And supposedly, if you talk to this person, because he is a specialist, he will help you to solve your problem. But what people do not notice that those who they call them shrink, I think in America, that those who they are called shrink, many of them, if not all, are suffering from mental issue, and they are confused themselves because what is written in paper to study human being have nothing to do with reality. What is written in a paper by the specialist or so-called specialist is about observation of cases of people. Like you know, let us say we study 100,000 human being, and we find that 1,000 of them they have such a problem. We give it a name. 10,000 of them they have different problem. We give it a name, etc. And then we start put those people each in his space, let us say. And then other specialist field or a specialist who they work in medicine and they try to practice on you like a rat, medicine which can help you in your case, supposedly. So the one who's always nervous, to give him a medicine will make him cool down. The one who have anger problem, the one who have depression problem. So after observing and practicing and trying things on you, they come to a sum of conclusion, or let us say success, and a lot of failure too. Many people, they give them the medicine did not work, and maybe even make it worse. Some people, the medicine work with them, so they write down success. So when you depend in someone, he is a professional, even if he's a scientist, and I put that between two brackets, he will try things on you. and there's no result is guaranteed. He might succeed, he might fail. Either way, you are the one is going to be affected, not him. I'm not sure if you guys understand what I'm trying to say to you, that when you think you are going to go to a specialist, you expect the specialist to do miracles for you. You seek comfort. You go to a doctor, you think the doctor now he will give you a medicine, and the medicine will solve your problem. And the doctor might say, I will need a surgery. And then because you have hope that the surgery will solve the problem, you lay down on the table and they open your stomach. And you allow them to cut you maybe pieces because you have hope that he's a specialist. And here we go to the issue of a trust. So you are willing to trust somebody else to cut you off, take part of your body, stitch you again, willingly. Even all of us, we knew that doctors make mistakes, and mistakes sometimes they can be deadly. Even though we know that doctors, they are doing business. They are not doing charity. They cut you open to make money, not for fun. So we know that those are businessmen. Their interest is not your health. Their interest is to make money. They did not study. Most of them, we can say maybe 99.9, if not maybe 100%. They did not study to become doctors to help people, but to get rich. And when you are between the hands of a businessman, and you surrender completely your body to a businessman, all of this because you have a trust. But then where is the trust is coming from? If we know that doctors make mistakes, if we know that many people die between the hands of doctors and inside hospitals, where the trust is coming from? When a human being he reached a point where he cannot take it no more, whatever it is, he surrendered himself not because he trusts, but because he wanted to surrender. He wants a solution, it doesn't matter how. Risky, deadly, it doesn't matter. When you are so much in desperate scenario, everything is welcome. And I'm not talking really about doctors here, don't take me wrong. I'm talking to you about doctors and medicine and hospitals, but in reality, I'm talking about something else. Remember, our topic is about the weeds. But what the weeds have to do with doctors? It has a lot. You know, health issue, it can be something, you have nothing to do with it. It can be even something you inherited from your DNA, from your parents. So your father, he used to have a heart problem. You carry his DNA and you have the same issue. Some ethnic groups, they have problems different from other groups. Like African American or African in general, they have different health issue from Asian or white people because simply the genetic is a little bit different. So those things we cannot blame anyone for them. It's you are born with it, you came with it. But there are things happen because we chose them and we elected them and we wanted them to be part of our life. So when I speak about going to the doctor or the specialist, I'm showing you how we accept even the most risky scenario just to get rid of something we cannot take no more. You have pain, you cannot take no more. Then they tell you there's a medicine. This medicine, if you take it, you will feel better. But then they tell you this medicine can cause heart attack, can cause internal bleeding, have tons of symptoms. So you find yourself, you take a medicine to stop the headache, and then you find yourself having a heart attack. So you are willing to sacrifice everything else to get rid of one thing. And that's what we want to talk about, how to be foolish or how not to be foolish. We have a topic, and if you don't like it, leave. I mean, we're not talking about Muslims now. Are we talking about Muslims? Today is Saturday, so I say let us talk about the Bible a little bit and have break from the garbage of Muhammad. You know, if we go in the Bible, in Matthew 13, all of it actually, not only 24 to 30, which is a very famous parable, you will find a lot of wisdom, if not all the wisdom we need, which will help us in many scenarios in our life. Every one of us, he have some kind of suffering. Some they have family problem, some they have health problem, some they have finance, and always things come, you know, based on which one is more important more. You might have all of them together. Because usually when one problem come, other problems come with it. As an example, when you're sick, usually finance problem will come because somebody is not able to work, somebody need too much medicine, need special care, need to pay bills, doctors, surgery, etc. So when an issue come, many things come with it. As as when a if you are on a boat and in the middle of the ocean and there's one hole in the boat open, just one hole, you try to focus all your work in how to stop the water from leaking inside the boat.